Today we are in the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. Right now we're in the auditorium, and as you guys can see, there's like a little speaker thing for like speakers, public speakers to talk. And then behind me, there is somebody painting, probably an art school student, art major student, painting a red cardinal. We love red cardinals, and their technique is really, really good. So all of these paintings were by the same artist, Louis Sports, and he was friends with Frederick Brewster, who was a owner of a private library, and Brewster commissioned Forts to make these oil paintings. And then after Forts and Brewster became very good friends, Brewster gifted the paintings to the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and now we have these paintings. So this is where they all ended up. Not those aren't the same people, but these are all the same people. So as you guys can see, chat, I have here a telescope. And if you look through this telescope, you can see a lot of birds. And since we're here during the winter, there's not many birds because they all migrated away because it's too cold now to the south. But you can still see down there, there's a couple of wild geese, and in the tree, there's a little birdie. Oh, and that thing, what is that thing? It has a little white tail, black wings, that's why. You know, over there. I don't know what that is. I can't tell. But there's also a lot of little birdies on the trees pecking them and stuff. So this is basically a disc player where you can like have a bunch of these things and you can, get off task and procrastinate. But you can also drag it into a little disc player here, like that. Like if I drag quiz 1, and then you can like play sounds of bird sounds, and there's a lot to choose from, and they're just gliding across the screen. And all of them sound really nice, but the thing is just really loud, like the volume. So I don't know how to turn it down, and I don't think you can. There's no option for that, so you kind of just have to deal with it, but. Are basically boxes with like little videos inside explaining like the questions here. So this one was, can owls see in the dark? And if you look inside, it's basically a video explaining of how owls can see in the dark better than humans can, and how owls catch their prey, which was slightly more disturbing than the original topic question. It had like an owl just chilling, and then it was like explaining how its eyes worked. It saw a squirrel, the squirrel hid. It saw a bunny, the bunny hid. And then it flew and it saw a mouse. And then the video ended with it descending on the mouse with its talons opening, and the mouse was just staring at it, which is kind of concerning, but I mean, they have to eat somehow, right? But the poor mouse. Poor thing. F in the chat for the mouse, guys. bones, leg bones from animals. So as you guys can see here, so this one is from a bird, a tundra swan, and this one is from a white-tailed deer. And even though both of them are basically like sort of virtually the same in size, the bird one is a lot more light, because as you guys can see in this demo, the bone marrow is like has a lot of air pockets here, and this one doesn't have very many air pockets. And these are real bones, by the way. But it's because birds basically they need to fly, so they have to be lighter, or else they're not going to be able to get off the ground. And it's not called flying if you don't get off the ground. So you guys can kind of see in this bone, there is the bone marrow, and there's like a lot of air pockets in it. So it makes the bone a lot lighter than this one. So you can visibly feel the difference. Oh, okay. So this egg is the egg of a bird that lives on top of cliffs for some odd reason. And basically it's shaped weirdly like a cone so that it doesn't roll as easily off the cliff, because then there goes your babies. But yeah, it's colored mint chocolate chip, and yeah, it looks appetizing, but don't eat it because I think this is made of plastic. Basically here, it's like just trying to show you like the difference in egg sizes, because not everything is the size of a chicken egg, even though this is basically the size of a chicken egg. So you can like, it's like one of those connect the dot things, like follow the little lines for the eggs. So it's like this bird goes to this egg, this bird goes to this egg, and this ostrich obviously goes to the big egg that could feed a whole family for 2 days. But yeah, I like this. It's cool. I'm not a very big egg enjoyer, but I've heard that ostrich eggs are like exotic treats in a lot of areas because they're big and they feed a lot of people. This is like basically the size of a football. So imagine eating an egg the size of a football. Obviously, these aren't real eggs. They're made of plastic, but it's still a pretty big thing to consider. Basically here, like judging by like the sound of the calling and the audio waves of the birds, you have to judge which one of these birds is making the sound here. I'm no master at this. I don't care what you say. And yeah, it's like you need to listen to like the pitch and like how fast it's going, and it's cool. It's cool. I like this. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys ever been here before as well, you'll know that there are also trails that you can walk, but since outside it's like 30 degrees right now and it's way too cold to walk the trails, and I forgot to wear a jacket underneath my big coat, we won't be going on it today because, well, it's way too cold. So yeah, that's the end of this video. This place is really nice. There are a lot of birds. We visited the gift shop too. Everything was expensive, as a gift shop is. But yeah, it was pretty fun today. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.